Hey guys, I'm Cody, here to review Past Life Pro, and for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to disable waving terrain in the SEUS V11. As compared to disabling things in the SEUS V10.2 Preview 1 Ultra, you may be surprised at how different the process is this time around. Cody, how so? Well, unlike the V10.2, the code used to enable or disable movement is not even written in, so we're going to put it there ourselves. Remember guys, stay determined. We'll get through this. I must credit he who taught me the gist of the coding you're about to see. Can you guess? Virtua Conquer 85. Thank you, even though this is probably pretty basic to be honest. Anyways, come on everyone, let's get started. First, have the SEUS V11 unzipped and ready to work with on the desktop. Access the folder, access the shaders folder, and locate gbuffers_terrain.vsh. Using Notepad++, open it up. Lines 44, 45, and 46. So, this is how things are going to work. I'll be telling you what you need to type and on what line. Explanations may be brief. Maybe. Alright, follow my lead. Let's start by inserting our defines. Line 44, hashtag define waving_grass. And yes, I like these in all caps, it just stands out better. Line 45, hashtag define waving_wheat. Line 46, hashtag define waving_leaves. Yes, I could have added a space between lines 43 and 44. My reasoning, it's all in the name of keeping my tutorial simple and easy for you and myself to follow. Alright, we've set up our defines. Now we need to connect them to their specific code groups. We'll start with waving_grass. Scroll way down to line 313. As you can see, by the 2 waving grass on line 314, we found the start of Sonic Ether's grass code. Let's get to work. On line 313, type hashtag ifdef waving_grass. One thing to note is if you change the name after define from waving_grass to something else way up top, then you'd also change the name here to exactly whatever it is you changed it to. No differences or the two will not be connected. Line 389. As you can see on the line above, the curly bracket tells us that the grass code has ended there. So we're setting up shop just ahead of it. Type hashtag endif to officially lock this group of code to the hashtag define waving_grass way up top. My friends, waving grass can now be disabled or kept on with ease. You can do this from within the miscellaneous shader options tab or within the code itself. So that's waving grass taken care of. Let's get the last two set up. Line 392. 2/wheat marks the beginning of the waving wheat code, so we'll begin up top. Type hashtag ifdef waving_wheat to mark our starting point. Line 423. The curly bracket above marks the end, so we know where to go. Type hashtag endif to lock the code to our hashtag define waving_wheat. Pretty simple. Let's get through the last one. Line 428. Type hashtag ifdef waving_leaves. Line 468. Type hashtag endif. My friends, you now have the ability to disable waving terrain at will. Save, and onward to Minecraft we go. As you can see, by the click of a button, the movement can now be kept on or turned off. So, is my job here complete? Well, not quite. Sure, we've updated the code and got the waving terrain buttons working, but one thing still remains. What about waving shadows? Sure, you can have them slowed, but what about disabling their movement altogether via this menu? Well, it can be done, and I'll show you how. Locate shadow.vsh, open it up. Find lines 32 and 33. Most, if not all of this stuff should be quite familiar by now, so I'll try to make this go fast. Line 32. Hashtag define waving_shadow_grass. Line 33. Hashtag define waving underscore shadow underscore leaves. We'll start with setting up the first one. Scroll down to line 212. We've reached the starting, so let's type out our code. Hashtag if def waving underscore shadow underscore grass. Line 289. And now we've reached the end of it. So, it's code time. Hashtag end if. On to the last one. Line 290. Type hashtag if def waving underscore shadow underscore leaves. Line 329. Type hashtag end if. Well, it looks like we're all good to go. Save, and let's again go check this out in Minecraft. My friends, with these two shadows tabs, as well as these fixed regular terrain ones, do enjoy disabling or keeping the terrain movements enabled. After all that learning, you definitely earned it. If this SEUS V11 tutorial was of any use to you, then do hit that like button. And before you go, don't forget to check out my channel for some more Minecraft tutorials, some pro quality cinematics, and a bunch of other videos that you shouldn't miss. Anyways, I'm Cody and this is Past Life Pro, where creativity is always a part of my life, as it will be for yours. Alright, see you guys.